The problem is not that you want a partner, obviously. The problem is that you are suffering because you do not have one. And I want to say that I have so much compassion for this because so many people suffer around not having a partner. This has been a huge place of suffering for my younger self. And so much of the work that I have done in my life, so much of the reason why I can sit here is that I have absolutely committed so deeply to ending my suffering. And, you know, this really goes against a lot of what feels natural to us humans. It's like, I'm freaking suffering. Let me go out and get a partner. Let me try every single thing. I'll date. I will be on the dating apps. I will just look and search. Or maybe I'll just like give up and sit in my house and long and suffer. And neither of these options really work. So when we are committed to ending our suffering, when we are truly like, I'm here to be happy, and that becomes our deepest commitment, our life force opens up, our magnetism opens up, and we begin to connect with the things that are the people, the places, the opportunities, the success, and of course, the relationships. And I want to say here, because, a lot of people only talk about longing for a partner, one romantic partner. But I believe that so many people are longing for friendships, they're longing for community, they're longing for a sense of being connected. There's a lot of people in one romantic relationship who feel like they want more friends. They feel disconnected from a community, from a sense of deeper belonging. So when I talk about suffering and longing, I'm talking about all the kinds of longing for all the different kinds of relationships. And that can also be longing for a family and children. I'm not saying don't go after what you want. That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying here is that sometimes when we are not tending to the suffering, when we are not committed fully to end our suffering, what happens is we go into this place of, I will be happy when I have a partner. I will finally feel peace. I will finally feel at home. I will finally feel joy. And when I have that, when I have those things, when it's like this future thing of, I will finally feel, have, be up there when I get that thing. What I am suggesting is reversing that and being happy right now, being in that field of creativity. And part of that is knowing that, of course, you're going to, find that partner. Of course, you're going to have those kinds of relationships that fulfill your soul. That's why you're sitting here on my page. That's why you are here reading this. If you were not destined for that, you probably wouldn't be attracted to me, because I am here to help people through these periods of longing and suffering. It's absolutely one of my life purposes. And liberating ourselves from the suffering and simultaneously coming into a place where, yeah, you're going to get what you want. So that creative life force is like, yep, I know that I am going to have what I want, and I trust in divine timing. I trust that this is going to unfold. And then our creativity comes back. We become more joyful. We're able to celebrate our life as it is right now more fully. We're able to be in a place where things feel more uplifted and aligned and joyful right now in this moment. And that fear that, oh my gosh, I'm not going to have what I want, that goes away. Okay. So, what I'm talking about are two different things. There's the ending of the suffering and being happy now, while simultaneously knowing that you are here for the kind of soul aligned relationships that are you're destined for. So it's ending the suffering and knowing that you're going to have the love that you really want. And if that love has not began, if it hasn't, if it's not right here, then doing the inner work with ourselves, being with the parts of ourselves that are longing, realizing, oh, yeah, there was a longing that started when I was a child for more. I wasn't getting my needs met. I wasn't getting what I really needed in my heart and my soul to feel loved. And now I'm longing. That child within me is longing. And now we're like, yeah, honey, I'm here. I understand you didn't get what you need, but I am giving you what you need right now, which is that love, which is that joy, which is that remembering of how special you are, how beautiful and amazing you are. So the love that we want from a partner, we're giving it to ourselves right now. And that is aligning us with our wishes, with our fulfillment. And the more that we look inside as our source of love, it is just inevitable that you are going to have an incredible relationship and incredible friendships and whatever is on your heart, whatever is in your longing. The more you start right here and remember that the love starts inside, the more that the life force just naturally blooms into the kind of relationships that are just going to meet you on a soul level. The more you look at the places where, oh, I'm not really feeling unworthy, and therefore I'm longing for a partner, but deep down I don't really believe that I'm worthy of one. I don't really believe I can have one. I feel hopeless. I've lost faith. All of these things are so human, and they deserve our love. Those parts deserve our love. And they deserve for us to feel relaxed, joyful, and complete in ourselves so that we're not searching outside of ourselves for something. We are the thing. And I know this sounds hard. I know it sounds complicated. And I have great empathy and compassion for that. But I promise you, the more that you start on the inside, filling your own cup, loving yourself right now, including the parts that are suffering. So it's not about getting rid of the suffering, it's about loving those parts so deeply that they relax. And then naturally, the relationships are 100%, they are going to align and show up for you. I promise you. And you can finally exhale right now because this is the practice of alignment. And as somebody who has also studied astrology, I can tell you that astrology really shows how there's divine timing, there's seasons, there's cycles. And maybe you're in a cycle where you're meant to be alone right now. That does not mean that next year you're still going to be alone. It could mean that next year, yeah, here you go. This is the time. This is the time for you to be in a relationship, is now. I just want to share with you that I trust 100% that if you are watching this video, you are aligned for the kind of soul level connections, intimacy, partnerships, friendships, community, and family that is in your heart and soul. It will align for you. And it's also about how can you have fun in the meantime? How can you celebrate life knowing that everything is going to arrive for you in the perfect divine timing? When you end your suffering, you end your desperation, you end that obsession, and you come back into your wholeness, your ability to be the unconditional loving space that can be there for all your parts, your longing parts, your suffering parts, the parts that don't feel worthy, the parts that don't trust life, the parts that have lost faith, don't feel good enough, all the things. You are the loving space that is big enough to hold and love and be present for all those parts. And the more that you do that, the work, the more that I promise you, the relationships that you're longing for will arrive. And if you would like help with this, this is absolutely one of my passions. I've worked with so many people on this. If you feel that calling, please reach out to me. I am here for you. I am here to help you. I have empathy and compassion and understanding for what you are going through if you are longing. And I am here to just be a beacon for your highest aligned love, intimacy, and life that you are absolutely destined for.